Ekaro, Ekason, Ekale. Wherever you are in the world, I say hello to you. And today, we're back with another video. That was so unnecessary. So guys, we're back with another video. I know. 2 weeks ago, I didn't make a video. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. But to be honest, I had so many projects in my life. I've said it time and time again on my YouTube channel. I'm part of a choir and we have a lot of concerts coming up. Projects that kind of surround me because I've been part of that choir for 12 years. And yeah, it's just a lot. And guys, blessings upon blessings upon blessings have been coming in my life, and to be honest, I have nothing else to say but thank you, Jesus. I can even prove it with my YouTube channel. We have passed the 200 mark. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Hallelujah. Let me give you a kiss. Do I need to say anything else? Guys, you guys are wonderful. You are extraordinary. You are magnificently magnificent. I don't know if it's supposed to be said, but I say it is in my vocabulary, okay? It is in my dictionary. Thank you. Zip it. Thank you so much for the returning subscribers. And if you're new here, I'm sorry that this is the first impression you have of me, but I'm a cool person. I swear, I'm a cool person. Hit the subscribe button. And of course, follow me on all my socials, Instagram and TikTok. Please do not hesitate to follow me there. And I am very active on TikTok, so what are we waiting for? Go follow me. Okay, with that being said, let's get into the video. This woman is followed by so much controversy. Accused of being a mean girl by her classmate from high school, insulting big names in the industry, disregarding a friend during her tour, stealing someone else's boyfriend, and now she's jealous of her co-star. But before we get into all of this, let's ask ourselves this question. Who is Ice Spice? Tell me, baby, do you want to date? So, Isis Ninja Gaston, hope is how we pronounce it, and I had no idea that was her real name. Her name is Ninja. Are you Nigerian, girl? I think she is. I think she said it in one of her interviews that she was Nigerian. As a Nigerian myself, I am not okay with this information. I can't accept it. I cannot accept it. Isis Ninja Gaston, born in January 1st, 2000, is professionally known as Ice Spice and is an American rapper. She was born and raised in the Bronx, and for those who are bad in geography, it is in New York City. And she began her career as a rapper during college in 2020 after meeting record producer Riot USA. She gained a lot of popularity after the release of her song Munch.
Thought I was feeling you? That nigga Munch.
That later became an anthem on TikTok. And I must say, I didn't like the song. A lot of people like the song, but personally, I didn't. All I was hearing was every second. This was annoying me. It got even worse when she released The Boys Are Liars. Guys, that song was chasing me even in my sleep. In my sleep! That song was literally my sleep paralysis demon. I'm not joking. Guys, I was having nightmares. I was tired. But now I'm seeing her popularity decreasing. And I must say, it is a blessing to my ears because now I will not hear her horrible rap every time I scroll on TikTok. Thank you, Father. May the Lord be blessed. Amen. I'm being very, very dramatic right now, but sincerely, I just really didn't like her music. Her music was not my style for me personally. People liked it, good for them, but I will never stream her music ever. Ever. But now you must be wondering, why is her popularity decreasing? Oh, you don't care. Okay, I'm gonna tell you anyways. It is because of the drama she has put herself into, or should I say, for the drama her friends have put her into. Father Lord, I pray that I will never have this type of friend to humiliate me like this in the public. It all started when she decided to dig herself in a whole with the Nicki Minaj drama. For those who are not aware of what the Nicki Minaj drama is, those are messages between Ice Spice and Cleo, if I'm not mistaken. I think her name is Cleo. Her name is Cleo. And their messages leaked, and in those messages, she was caught talking very, very, very badly about Nicki Minaj, which really surprised me actually, because Nicki Minaj was very supportive of her career. Let's be honest. She wouldn't even have a career if it wasn't for Nicki Minaj, okay? And of course, you must know that this didn't sit well with the Barbs. And the Barbs, well, they were like 85% of her fans. They were not happy. They were not happy. She was so popular on Spotify. She went from several million people streaming her music to a few thousand. I'm not gonna support her on this one because she brought this upon herself. Like, actually, the friend also, Cleo, I'm looking at you. You are... Cleo is also the friend that Ice Spice maltreated during one of her tours. When I say maltreated, is for the accommodations, because of course during the tour you're, you know, kind of traveling all over the world. She was not met with the same accommodations as Ice Spice, which I find very weird, because I mean, she's your friend. She's coming with you to a tour. At least make her welcome. I don't know. For me, it's just a weird type of behavior. First of all, if you're a fan of Ice Spice, you must not be watching my videos, of course. What type of Ice Spice fan is gonna watch my videos? Secondly, you're weird. What are you a fan of? I'm not judging, but a little bit. To continue her falling even more into a hole, she lost even more fans when she lost weight. But when I say lost weight, I am not joking. She went from this to this so quickly. So many people accuse her of using Ozempic. Me personally, I don't know if she was using Ozempic, but it is true that she lost weight quite fast. I'm not gonna lie. Those are only speculations. Allegedly, okay? I don't want to be sued, but yeah, she has been accused of using Ozempic. Of course, we've seen several footage of her at the gym, so I think she was just a very good sport. You know, she was just doing exercises. But again, I don't know her personally, and more importantly, she lost fans in the male side of her fans. Most of her fans were predominantly men, and of course they were here for the ass shaking, the booty shaking. They were not here for the talent that was non-existent, to be honest. So when they saw that she lost weight, they were just not interested anymore, because if the booty is gone, what am I still doing here if I'm not gonna see some ass shaking? What am I doing here? And one of her other friends that is called Baby Storm, again, I can be completely mistaken because I kind of confuse Cleo and Baby Storm all the time. So one of her friends, Baby Storm, accused Ice Spice of being a mean girl during high school. And that drama went so far. There were Twitter messages, there was a lot of things, okay? There was a lot of things. But in this video, I'm not really going to be concentrated in all the drama surrounding Ice Spice, because I really want to concentrate in the so-called drama between Ice Spice and Doechii. And to end off with all the drama surrounding Ice Spice, I think y'all remember the collaboration between Central C and Ice Spice. And during this collaboration, both of them were quite close. They even made a TikTok together, if I'm not mistaken. If I find the TikTok, I will just put it on the screen. Central C was with a girl, and he was doing all this friendship connection with Ice Spice while being with another girl. Am I surprised? No, he's a rapper. That doesn't mean that all rappers cheat, but most of them do. Ice Spice was being dragged on TikTok because of this entire drama. She was being dragged of being a boyfriend stealer. Personally, I'm not surprised of this type of drama. I mean, celebrities, rappers, is kind of their thing right now, which I find really sad, because rappers were not known for being cheaters, but now because of those type of rappers, that's the image they kind of portray, which is sad. Editing Biodu here. So I just need to know that there was another drama that she was part of. It's kind of a weird drama. She was doing like weird signs and acting weirdly during a prayer with her group or something like that. So there was this guy doing some prayers before their performance or something, and she was just acting weird, doing weird gestures, not being serious, and it kind of made people angry, understandably, because it's a serious moment and you're just joking around. You know, there's a moment to be serious and there's a moment to joke, and that was just not a joking moment. Anyway, let's move on to Doechii, shall we? So Doechii, Doechii. As you can see, I like Doechii a lot. I'm not gonna hide it. I am being very, 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 very subjective in this video. I'm not being objective at all. You can clearly see who I prefer between Ice Spice and Doechii. So Doechii, Jayla Jimia Hickman. I am sorry, I may be pronouncing it badly. I tried my best. She was born August 14, 1998, and she is known as Doechii. She is a rapper, songwriter, and singer. She won an award for the best rap album of the year, a Grammy Award. Doechii, we are proud of you. If I'm not mistaken, she's the third woman to win this award. If I'm not mistaken, maybe she's the fourth. Maybe I'm miscalculating it, you know. Anyway, me personally, the way I discovered Doechii, I discovered her when she released her song Persuasive. If you do not know this song, go listen to it after this video, of course. Since that day, since the time I've heard the song Persuasive, I love this woman. I love that. Oh my God, Doechii! I've been stalking her on YouTube, listening to each and every song on her YouTube page. Yes, that's the type of person I am. And since that day, Persuasive is one of my favorite songs. I've been supporting Doechii ever since that song entered into my ears. I loved it. And I loved every song that followed after that and before that. Obviously, I don't know, there was just something about her. I just knew that she would become international one day, someday. And did I lie? 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 Look at Doechii now, winning awards for best rap album of the year. As Doechii is now gaining a lot of popularity due to her album Alligator Bites Never Heal, which is one of my favorite album. Old messages of Ice Spice resurfaced, and in those messages, let's just say that she's not being very polite with our dear Doechii. In those messages, Ice Spice said that Doechii was a plant of the industry, which I really don't understand, because first of all, Doechii is just a very hard worker. You can literally see it. She works hard for her music. There was one interview where she said, "I am hungry. I want to be the best."
Let me tell y'all something. Aside from, you see this hat, you see this jacket, I'm a nice presenting woman. I'm hungry. I want to be the best. If I have 2 days, if I have 24 hours, I'm going to work my hardest to make the best performance because I want to be the best. Period. Don't let the jumpsuit fool you.
As you can see, she wants to be the best. She is a hard worker, a very hard worker. Secondly, well, she's a very talented person. I think she deserved those awards because, you know, she's talented. And thirdly, most importantly, there is digital footprints of her on YouTube from 5 to even 6 years ago. You can see that this girl was working for a long time to be where she is today. So you calling her a plant of the industry is literally disregarding all the hard work that she has put to be in the position she is now. When I saw those messages, I'm not gonna lie, it really made me angry because, like I said, I've been following Doechii for a long time. And to see those type of comments coming from someone that literally became famous overnight for saying that. Ice Spice even talked down about Doechii being dark-skinned. I don't remember with whom she was having the conversation with. I don't remember, maybe it was Cleo or Baby Storm. But anyway, both of them are dark-skinned. So you hearing those type of comments coming from your friend and you not doing anything about it is very weird to me. Me personally, I wouldn't have taken it lightly. I would have been like, girl, you got a problem with dark skin? Excuse me, have you seen Doechii? She is the most beautiful black goddess I have ever seen in my entire life. So please, stay in your lane, okay, Mrs. Madame. Thank you. Let's all calm down. Okay? Let's calm down. Okay? Okay? Because the thing is that she's insulting her. But like I said, Doechii actually has talent. Unlike a ginger girl we know. And because of those text messages, a lot of people started comparing Doechii to Shein. For what reason? There's nothing to compare, honey. It's like you trying to compare a Shein bag to a Birkin. That's just so disrespectful, okay? Let's talk about the dressing, because it's not only about the music. I mean, if we want to talk about music, everybody has their own style and things like that. Okay, very, very, very subjective. But let's be honest, the rap is not really that good. On Ice Spice side, okay? On Ice Spice side. Doechii's rap up here. Thank you. But have you seen Ice Spice outfits? Oh, they make me want to cry. Like, sincerely, the outfit is not outfitting. Sometimes it looks like a mesh of, I don't know, it just looks like mesh material. They just don't from her. I don't know. There was this white dress. I don't know. Is it a dress? I don't know. This white thing she wore at the BET. Guys, I was screaming. The dress, and actually I don't even know if we should call this a dress. The material, le petit chiffon qu'elle avait sur elle, hein? Parce que soyons honnêtes, ça c'est pas une robe, hein? C'est un chiffon. I'm not trying to be mean, but I think her stylist doesn't like her. Because she has a beautiful body. She has figure eights. You can dress her in a way you know she's gonna be salesy. And you're dressing her like that. You are wishing for her downfall. I know, stylist. I'm looking at you. You are wishing for her downfall. Because God forbid me as a stylist, I will let my model go out in the streets like this. Or there was this mesh dress, this blue mesh dress. Was it mesh? I don't know. Even her everyday outfits, paparazzi take pictures of her, you know, in the street. It's just not giving. And then you have Doechii in comparison. She eats and she leaves no crumbs. This woman can dress. There was this very, very, very recent event that happened, which is the Fashion Week. Whereas you have Doechii that is a goddess. Have you ever watched Hercules? Remember those were they muses? I don't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. She literally reminded me of those characters from Hercules. Yes, that's how beautiful she was. And then you had Ice you had Ice Spice. She was wearing a very interesting type of clothing. And she was trying to do a wet hair look. But, you know, there are wet hair looks that are very fabulous. You know, I can give you some examples. There were wet hair looks that were really, really, really fabulous. It was giving. But then you have Ice Spice that is wearing an armor. And then she has water on her head. A lot of people were saying that she looks like a wet ginger dog. And now I cannot unsee it. Guys, I've been laughing too much. My head is aching. Let's be serious. Where was I? It's not only that I prefer Doechii, even though I do, but it's just that Doechii is just a way better person in every areas. In rap, in style, in performance. She's just too good. Especially in this industry where women are so sexualized. She came up with her own style. She came up with her own vibe. And it's working for her. She's bringing back the rap that we had, you know, in this generation. Doechii is what we needed. Of course, we will always have the old musics that are always at our disposition, like Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hills, Nicki Minaj, all this black women legends that had a huge impact in the rap game for other black women that came after them. But at the same time, we wanted something new. I love Megan Thee Stallion. I love Latto. I love all those rappers, but they don't bring anything new. They are just copies of themselves. They shake booty and that's it. I love seeing some booty shake. Don't get me wrong. I love hearing some Megan Thee Stallion and I start shaking my own booty. No problem. I get it. I enjoy it. I love it. And plus, it makes me feel like a baddie. But at the same time, I love the fact that Doechii treats rap as an art and not just as words that are being spouted like that. Doechii takes rap as an art. She takes rap as poetry. She takes rap as storytelling, which is what rap was in the first place. Rap was storytelling. You can take any rapper, Eminem, you can take Tupac, you can take any rappers actually from like the 90s, the 2000s, they were telling a story with their rap. They were not only rapping, they were telling stories behind it. For example, I can take a very popular song that everybody loves, Denial is a River. She's literally telling her story. She's saying, okay guys, this is what happened to me in 2021. I got cheated on in 2023. This happened. They blew up my house and now I'm getting money. You know, she's giving us a story. She's not only talking about her ass shaking, she's talking about her life. She's talking about her relationships. She's talking about her relationship with the industry, with the music industry. And then you have Ice Spice that has proven time and time and time again to just not being talented at all. What she does talk about in her music is her shaking her booty and farting. And have you seen her recent freestyle? 2024, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It was horrible. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. It was just a very horrible freestyle.
You love when I start. And it's just one. There isn't two of me. Gra.
All this to say is that Doechii has proven to be a good person with her vibe. She has an aura. When you see her, you just want to see her perform. And not only in her performance, in her way of speaking as well, in her way of carrying herself, you know, in her way of expressing herself. We love Doechii. I mean, there was this recent incident that happened in Paris where everybody just wanted to take pictures with Doechii. And Doechii was like, hey, calm down.
Hold on. Can y'all hear me? I want to make my way down, but I need y'all to safely make room so I can go to this side and take more pictures, okay? Okay. Wait. Let's be safe. Let's be calm, okay? Okay. Go.
There was this very recent video actually where she was uplifting women. You know, she's an advocate for feminism.
We are the creatives, we are the executives, and we are the innovators who are just as central to this industry as the men. Clock it!
And then you have Ice Spice being condescending towards other women, insulting other women. I mean, every woman that she has had in her life, she has disrespected them in one way or another. Either it be Nicki Minaj, either it be Cleo, either it be Baby Storm, and now Doechii. Hello guys, Editing Beyond here. I forgot to say something very important, and that is the fact that Doechii doesn't follow Ice Spice anymore. If you see in the early days of Doechii, you would see that it appears that Ice Spice and Doechii were quite close, but now she doesn't follow her anymore. She has proven to be a bad friend, a bad apprentice, and just quite frankly, a bad person. And that's why I don't like her as a person, and also, well, she's not talented, so I don't like her rap either. She became famous because a lot of big names in the industry pushed her out there. You had Nicki Minaj pushing her out because she was really taking care of her with Princess Diana, with the Barbie song. Nicki Minaj was really invested in her career. But then it all went downhill when all those messages of her insulting her got leaked. Nobody listens to her music like they used to. Of course, she will always have fans, but not for long, at least in my opinion. We're done. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please do not forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so that you can be aware of any type of rubbish I'm gonna be doing on this channel. And of course, like the video because I am a lovable person, aren't I? Plus, it boosted my ego. So, what are you waiting for? Like that video, push the like button, and of course comment on my video because it really helps for the algorithm. So please tell me what you thought about this video, and if you want to see more videos like this about other controversies. I wanted to talk about the Blake Lively controversy as well, with the entire lawsuit that is going on between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds also. All those shenanigans happening in the internet right now. So if you want me to talk about it, please do comment down below. And of course, like I said in the beginning of the video, do not forget to follow me on all my socials. It is literally the same name, so you cannot get confused, okay? The link to my socials are down below. We will see each other on the next video, and until then, do not forget that money is favorite. Okay? Money favorite. What do I say after that? Oh yeah. Whatever. How can I forget my own outro? Like, girl, you says. Whatever.